Hey everybody, Rob Cootie here. The MLM Solution. Today is Monday. It's March 15th. The month is halfway over. Man, Marie's not going to be with us today. We have a very interesting subject you do not want to miss, guys. Today's subject matter is going to be network marketing by the numbers. And this is part one of a two-part series. Obviously, part two will be tomorrow. That's our subject for tomorrow, which you can see in the ticker. Podcast number 147 tomorrow. It is going to be Network Marketing by the Numbers Part 2. Okay, today is podcast number 146, Network Marketing by the Numbers Part 1. All right, so why do you need to know the numbers of network marketing? Guys, look, the numbers don't care if you're a veteran. They don't care if you're a newbie. They don't care if you believe in them. They don't care if you use them. They're going to do what they do. They've been around since the inception of the industry, and they are going to do what they do. They're either going to work for you or against you. And if they work against you, you are going to struggle mightily to achieve any type of success, sustainable success. Guys, if you want to find out how the pros make their businesses not only grow very quickly, but also how the pros make their business or stabilize their businesses and have longevity along with profitability, you do not want to miss today's episode as we take a look at the numbers of network marketing. As always, as you will, we go live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you will go to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, you will see us live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. Please join us today, if you will, and share our podcast and our social media platforms with our fellow network marketers all across the globe. All you have to do is use hashtag #TheMLM Solution, hashtag #TheMLM Solution on any one of your social media platforms that you are on. And that way you can say, hey, go check these guys out. Here is their hashtag. We appreciate it in advance when you do that. They have a right to know this information as well. No one talks about the topics that we do, and you have a right to know this information. It would empower you to do great things. Also, our new website, themlmsolution.net, has been updated. It's short, it's to the point, it's concise, and more importantly, it is empowering and informative. There again, if you will, share, when you go there to our website, share the website with our fellow network marketers. Once again, themlmsolution.net. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. I'll see you in a moment. As I said, Marie is not with us today, but that's okay. We'll do just fine. See you in a bit.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cootie.
Hey, everybody. I'm not sure anybody can hear me. Let's see what we have going on here. Test, yeah. Well, we don't have that. Test. Bear with me, guys. Can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me see something here. I apologize. There we go. Okay. At least I can hear. All right, now we're on track. Man, I tell you what, as I told you guys before, this software program flits back and forth. If you notice in the ticker, for all of you on the podcast, you can't tell, but our ticker is gray. And when it goes into another back office, it's dark gray. That's the default colors. And I had to upload new images this morning because when Marie and I are on together, it's dark gray. And when I'm by myself, it's light gray, which means in that back office, there is a totally different set of images. Who knows? I was not prepared for that. All right. With that being said, guys, we have done a lot of work updating the website. There, you want to go there. We made it short and to the point, and you're going to have a free ebook today And today's ebook is going to be network marketing. It's a numbers game, or MLM. It's a numbers game. If you don't understand the numbers of network marketing, you are in a big problem area. Look, the numbers are going to work with you or against you. It's one or the other. If you don't work with them, they're going to undermine the very progress that you're trying to make. Today, if you go to this location, this URL, you will get the free ebook. It's a numbers game along with a bunch of bonuses. I want you guys to know that today's topic is absolutely critical to your success. Look, there is a reason the professionals go from one company to the other. It's because they understand the industry. They understand how the numbers work. Let me give you a quick example. And we're going to talk about those numbers in great detail over the next 2 days. But let me give you a quick example real quick. Here's what happens. You have a situation where you are going to run into a new company. And you're going to say, all right, look, here's what I want to accomplish. Here's the lifestyle. Here's the income that I want to live. And if I was to run into a new company, here's what I would do. I would look at the comp plan and I would say, okay, and if I had any questions about the comp plan, I would call the company or another professional to make sure that I understand the comp plan. Why? Why is that important? Guys, because you have at your fingertips the ability to, with this new company, create wealth. It's imperative that you understand how the comp plan is working, because you're going to use that to what? Create the money that will give you the lifestyle that you want. Well, if you're going to sponsor high quality people, they're going to want the same thing. Okay, high quality people are motivated to accomplish great things. They have a high standard of living. They have a high standard for themselves when it comes to success. So they want to reach the pinnacle in whatever they choose to do. And they want a lifestyle to go with it, which means you got to have the money to live that lifestyle. So it's imperative that you understand how the comp plan works. If you don't, you are not going to accomplish much of anything. You're going to earn pennies on the dollar instead of dollars on the dollar, right? So here's the situation. You're going to have a new company that's growing exponentially. If you don't understand the comp plan, you don't take full advantage of it, you are going to leave money on the table, and which means you're not going to keep high quality people. They're going to leave your organization because they're going to say this person really does not know what they're saying or what they're doing. They said they did, but they don't. And here's the situation. You're going to have people that are going to say, oh no, here we go. This guy is obviously a fraud. He's not doing what he said he was going to do. You don't want to be in that situation. If you're going to tell people, look, I know how to maximize the company comp plan, I know how to make a ton of money, you better be telling the truth. So the episode today and tomorrow is going to put you in a position where you know what you're doing because you understand the numbers in network marketing and how they work. Okay, so like I said, you got to understand it doesn't matter whether you're a veteran or a newbie, the numbers in network marketing are going to work for you or against you, and you have to know what they are. So once again, I run into a new company. I look at the comp plan. I say, all right, this comp plan is fair. It's equitable. It's going to pay us what we're worth, the time and effort that we're putting in. So we need to do what? We need to sit down and put down on paper what we want to accomplish. If you use our 90-day goal list, you know, when the 90-day mini blast and the paperwork that goes with it, it lays out your 90-day plan. Guys, there's no reason for this business to take a year. There's no reason for this business to take 6 months. Here's the thing. This business will operate in the way that you want it to. In other words, if you put down 90-day goals and go after those 90-day goals, and they're realistic and they're attainable, but they're going to stretch you a little bit, guys, you will find out in 90 days whether that company is worth your time and effort, okay? So with that being said, the 90-day goals are absolutely imperative to your success. So fill out those 90-day goals. During that process, you're going to put down, here's the money I want to make by the end of the 90th day. Here's the business volume I want to create. That means your whole group volume, because you get paid on what? Volume. What creates the volume? Product movement. So if you use the threshold of profitability, and if you don't know what that is, you want to go to our website and get that, okay? And let me see if I have an image of that real quick, the threshold of profitability, just so you guys know what to look for. Let's see here. There it is. All right. I can get to, on the other side I have, or the other back office, I have very professional images, and I'm sorry that we're doing this. I was totally caught off guard that we were on this old back office. So we have old images. All right. So the threshold, that's a 90-day mini blast. I'm so sorry. I clicked on the wrong. There it is. Threshold of profitability. Guys, if you don't know what it is, go to the website, look for that document, download that document, get the threshold of profitability. It's imperative you understand it. Why? Because the threshold of profitability not only makes your business profitable, but it also keeps people focused on the end game. In other words, creating the money that will create the lifestyle they want. And the threshold of profitability does that automatically. It allows your people to be profitable from day one. It shows them how to get their first check. It shows them how to be profitable during the business building process itself, and then how to maximize the opportunity of that new company. Okay, you can't ask for better guidelines, a better roadmap to success than that. But it also tells you how the threshold of profitability uses the numbers of network marketing to work in your favor, and why you want to use those numbers, okay, in the business building process. So it's an important document, as you can imagine. So the thing is that when you look at the comp plan and you say, and you put down your 90-day goals, and you want to create that group volume that's going to pay you the money that will allow you to live the lifestyle you want, well, guess what? You're going to be in a situation where you're going to have a complete and clear roadmap to those end goals, creating that group volume, creating that income, and then creating that lifestyle. It all starts with that 90-day goal list. And on that 90-day goal list, it basically, you put down how many leaders you want to have in your organization by the end of 90 days. It tells you how much group volume you want to create by the end of those 90 days. It tells you how many people you need to sponsor. See, when I look at a company, I look at the comp plan, I know those things inherently. What I do is I reverse engineer it, because I already know if I say to myself, I want to make $20-something thousand a month. Okay, because of my past experience, I'll look at the comp plan. I can say, okay, I'm going to need to sponsor X amount of people. I know that I'm going to use the threshold of profitability to create 10,000 group volume by the end of the 90th day, which means 100 people doing 100 PV or more per month, okay, by the end of that 90th day. So knowing that, and then I'm saying, okay, I'm going to have this many leaders creating this much volume by the end of the 90 days. I know basically the comp plan, what it's going to pay me, what it's going to pay my downline. And so I have a complete roadmap right there in front of me by just filling out this form and by using my prior experience. And I know exactly what I need to do before I take step one in the business building process. And because of the scale of ambition and because of my experience, I know what kind of people I need to sponsor. What is that? People on this scale of ambition that are 5 and higher. Why do I focus in on those type of people? Because I know those type of people are used to success. They're not afraid of success. They're not afraid of hard work. They already have commitment in their lives. They set goals, they go after them. That's a commitment. They have dedication to accomplish those goals. They have dedication to the process to achieving those goals. In other words, they inherently have and already using these characteristics that people, that successful people have. Well, those are the people I want to have in my business, because that means those people are not afraid to go after what they want, meaning that they'll more times than not take action right away. So guys, that is important, okay? Because I want people to take action right away. If you don't know the numbers of network marketing, part of the numbers is 1/3 will do it now, 1/3 will do it later, 1/3 will never do it. That's just the way it works out. And that because I know that 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, I know what number to put down on my goal sheet. In other words, if I want to accomplish a certain income level, I'll say to myself, okay, over the next 90 days, I need to sponsor 60 people. Why do I say that? Because I know that 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is going to work. Is it accurate every time? Like day one is 1/3 of the people. If I sponsor 10 people on my first day, does that mean that the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is going to work right away? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I don't worry about it because I know that the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is going to happen. My job is to do what? Sponsor people to work the numbers. So I want the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 to work on a grander scale, meaning that I need to sponsor what? 60 people over a 90-day period. And sometimes you might have to sponsor 80 people. You may sponsor 50 people. It has a lot to do with the company, has a lot to do with the comp plan. It's a dynamic situation. It's a variable that's an unknown every time you join a new company. There's no hardcore number, okay, that I could give you. And I could say, if you sponsor X amount of people, you're going to have X amount of results because you're dealing with human beings. The comp plan is finite. I mean, they the new company may make some minor adjustments along the way. Some companies do, okay? But the thing is, for the most part, your comp plan is a static thing. It's not going to change. If it does, it's going to be very little, meaning that you can count on the numbers that you see in that comp plan, which means you can set up a solid game plan. But when it comes to dealing with human beings, I can't say with etched in stone, let's put it that way, that I'm going to sponsor 60 people and the one third is going to generate the $20,000 a month that I want. Okay, I have to monitor that as I go along. My goal is to use the 90-day goal sheet to lay a foundation. And if I sponsor 60 people in 90 days that are 5 and above on this scale of ambition, the numbers are starting to work in my favor. Okay, meaning that I took massive action to sponsor those 60 people over 90 days, meaning that I put in a wonderful foundation where when the one third starts kicking in a massive way itself, the numbers will start rising up. The cream will rise to the top. The numbers will start really exploding. And guess what? Now I'm starting to create the volume that I need to create the income that I want so that I can have the lifestyle I want. You see how that all works together, okay? So I know that when the one third is going to happen, it's just the way it works out. When it's all said and done and you sit back 2 years from now and look at your business and you look at the number of people you sponsored, you're going to basically say, okay, one third worked out. Is it going to be exact? In other words, if I sponsor 60 people or 18 people going to take immediate action? Because the one third works over and over and over again. Okay. For instance, one third of 60. 60 is going to be 18. The one third is going to work on that 18. Okay. Meaning that one third of those 18 people are going to take massive action right away. One third is going to take massive action a little bit later. And one third will never take massive action. They'll build a medium-sized business. As you can see, it's kind of a stair-step process. That is how important understanding the numbers in network marketing is to your success. Okay? If you don't use the numbers, what happens is that when you do that 90-day mini blast and you set in that foundation of success, what ends up happening, the numbers are eating away because you're not doing the numbers in the proper manner. They're eating away at the very foundation that you're putting in. So with that being said, guys, here's what happens. You have to work the numbers in the manner that need to be worked. And the history has shown that if you do that, when you sit in that foundation, you're going to have some erosion. That's just the way it is. Erosion means nothing more than you're going to have people that are going to quit. They're going to leave. They're going to do nothing. That is the nature of the business. That's the nature of life, okay? There's a lot of people say they're going to do this and they're going to do that, and they don't. Or they start out with good intentions and for whatever reason, never finish it. So you have a situation where you're going to be in a tough spot if you don't use the numbers, if you don't understand how they work. And because I understand how they work, I know that I have to do my part and forget about the numbers because I can't let them be my sole focus. I have to say, I already know what they're going to do. I already know the impact they're going to have. I already know that I've got to take massive action, and I already know that I need to sponsor X amount of people. And if I do, then the one third is going to work. If I use the threshold of profitability, I know I'm going to create X amount of volume. And what is my goal with utilizing the threshold of profitability? Having 100 people doing 100 PV per month. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care what calculator you use. I don't care what math you learn. Here's the bottom line. You multiply with a calculator, 100 times 100, you're going to get 10,000. That's the bottom line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is a trustworthy number, a trustworthy process, and it will never change. Okay? Knowing that allows you and I to plan accordingly, to create once again, the volume that we need, which will create the income we need to live the lifestyle we want. All right. So knowing that, I already know the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is going to do its thing. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to what? I'm going to utilize the threshold of profitability, and I'm going to show people as I sponsor my people, the 5 and above. And we'll talk about the scale of ambition and the music to the ears message, all part of the numbers and network marketing here or tomorrow. But right now we want to stay focused on this. Here's the thing. When I sponsor new people that are 5 and above in the scale of ambition, guys, what happens is I lay out and I say, here's why you want to do 100 PV per month. Okay, utilize the company's product line, find makeup, find juices, find nutrition, find skincare, whatever the case may be, whatever the company offers, find products that you will use each and every day. Okay, and do an absolute minimum of 100 PV per month. That means personal volume. That means I replaced my toothpaste. I replaced my deodorant. I replaced my moisturizer. Okay, you see what I'm getting at? Until I got 100 PV or more. Okay, 100 PV per month is individual is the minimum. Okay, and you tell your new people, here's why. And you show them the 10,000 group volume. And you say, Rob, what's so important about the 10,000 group volume? You keep bringing this up. What does the group volume mean? PV means personal volume. The personal volume I'm creating by utilizing the company's products. I replace the products I'm using right now with company products. Okay, and they're auto shipped to my house each and every day. And then I show the new people I sponsored why they want to do that. Okay, and I say, if you replace the X amount of products in your daily life, you'll create this 100 PV. And here's the power of that. If there's 99 others out there, you're doing 100 PV yourself. Now you need to find 99 others. If you have those people, if you explain this to them correctly and show them why, they're going to understand and they're going to do it. You say, well, why is that? You're here to create, you get paid on volume you create. Here's the company's comp plan. If you create 10,000 group volume, meaning your whole group, your people that you sponsor and your downline, it doesn't matter that the people that are creating this 100 PV per month are the people you sponsored. It's your downline plus the people you sponsored and yourself. So you're wanting 99 other people somewhere in your group that are on 100 PV per month. And you show them why. You say, look, if I have 100 people doing 100 PV, that's 10,000 group volume. Let's look at the company's comp plan. And so your new person will look at the company's comp plan with you, and you'll say, you'll get paid this right here. And they'll be like, oh, really? If I have 100 people doing 100 PV per month in my business, whether I sponsor those people or whether they come out of my downline, you're telling me that I'll get paid that on a monthly basis? And I'd be like, yep, that's exactly, that. You got to have a system. You got to have a simple system. And guess what? I have that simple system. And then that system will create this volume right here, and you'll get paid this at the end of 90 days. And they'd be like, oh, I can do that. That's simple enough. I can do that. Okay. So the thing is, what have I done? I've laid out a game plan, a very simple game plan, one that they could see themselves doing, one that's easy to accomplish, one that they see it's a team effort, not them doing it themselves. And they say, I can do this. You have a simple system, 5 simple steps. We talk about that all the time, guys, 5 simple steps. And you know that if you follow us at all, you understand the power of the 5 simple steps. There it is right there. Step 1, develop a constant source of high quality leads. What have we been talking about? Scale of ambition, 5 and above, right? Well, that is develop the leads, a constant source of high quality leads. Deliver the music to the ears prospecting message. We talk about that all the time. You can find it on our website as well as our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. 90-day mini blast, guys. We are talking about 90-day mini blast all the time, and we're talking about it today. And that is the numbers of network marketing. We'll talk about it again here in a minute. In other words, the number 90. Leaders, we've been talking about the number of people that you are going to have take action immediately. And the leaders come out of the people that are 5 and above on that scale of ambition. And then CCBBA, okay? Consistent, correct business building activity. All right. So the 5 simple steps, the new person says, well, you've shown me the 5 simple steps. There's nothing hard about that. Okay. And all I got to do is just talk to people. I deliver that music to the ears prospecting message, which you trained me on, right? Yes, that's what I do. I train you how to use, not only how to say it, but how to use it and what to do during the prospecting process. Okay. So I just got to generate enough leads. And then I call these leads up. I deliver the music to the ears message. I'm looking for people during the prospecting process that is 5 and above on the scale of ambition. I try to sponsor these people. And then I start working with people and I train them in one day, the 5 simple steps. Yes, that's correct. And all I do is consistent, correct business building activity over a 90-day period. Yes. Well, that's easy to do. Yes, it is. Okay. And you're going to utilize during the training, that 1-day training, what are you going to do? You're going to show people why they need to do 100 PV per month. Okay. And then you show them how to create that 100 PV. In other words, replacing their toothpaste, replacing their deodorant, replacing their hairspray, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. With company product. And they'll create that 100 PV. And then guess what? When they sign up new people, they teach them the same thing, but they show them the power of doing 100 PV themselves and showing their new people the power of doing 100 PV per month. Okay. And wow, okay, that's all I got to do is just show them the threshold of profitability so they'll be profitable from day one, so that they'll create the income that they want so they can live the lifestyle they want. Yes, that's correct. You shoot over a 90-day period for the income that you want. Okay. And you have a roadmap in creating that 10,000 group volume, which is a launching pad to greater heights. Oh, so guys, do you see how easy this 5 simple steps are? People will get it. Now, why is that important in the numbers game? Because look, you want as many people on your team all focused doing the same thing, which is the 5 simple steps. Why? Because that is how you keep people, high quality people in your business. And in order for the numbers and network marketing to work in your favor, where you have a profitable, stable business that's growing exponentially, people have to believe in the system. They have to know it's simple to not only do, but to train new people with. And they know, and the system has to be to where it shows people what will happen when they do these 5 simple steps. And what will it do? It'll create the type of volume they need to get the money they want to live the lifestyle they want. Okay. And once people see that, they understand it, they'll go through brick walls. They'll be like, that's all I got to do, these 5 simple steps, and then do the threshold of profitability, use the scale of ambition and the music to the ears message on my prospects, and then train people in 1 day to use the threshold of profitability and what the 100 will create in volume with this company, and then show them on the company's comp plan the money they'll make. Yes, that's correct. Wow, that's simple to do. Now, guys, you might say, okay, Rob, where's all the numbers in that? Look, there's a reason 90-day mini blast is as powerful. Well, there's a number of reasons that it's as powerful as it is, but 90 days is critical. Okay. 90 days is critical. It's part of the numbers in network marketing. Okay. That's one of the things that most people never know, never learn, and don't understand. The 90-day mini blast is an integral part of the success formula in network marketing. It creates speed and urgency. It gets people in a groove quickly. It shows them that the system works and gets them hooked on the success that they've had, and they're working towards bigger success. Okay. It creates the momentum. It helps your business catch traction. It lays a success foundation unto which your business can go into that exponential growth. There's so many things that 90-day mini blast does. And one of the most important things is creating speed and urgency and momentum, okay, in your business in that first 90 days. All right. And guess what? At the end of the 90 days, you can stick your head up and say, wow, I'm really doing good. I'm going to keep going. Or stick your head up and go, wow, that really sucked. I didn't get the results I wanted, but you know what? I wasn't able to put in the hours I wanted. I wasn't able to put in enough effort. So you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to step it up. Or you stick your head up at the end of the 90 days and you say, this really sucks. This is not for me. I'm out of here. and you didn't waste your valuable time on something you don't care about. You go on to another opportunity. All right. That is the power. That's one of the many powers of the 90-day mini blast, and why it's so important. Okay. The biggest thing is for you, the 90-day mini blast keeps that momentum going. It creates it. It creates a speed and urgency, and it keeps it going for every new person that comes into your business, whether you sponsor them or not, and they use the 90-day mini blast, they're going to go through the same process, meaning that every month you're going to have new people starting their own 90-day mini blast, and you're going to have multiple people in your downline that are going in different phases of the 90-day mini blast, creating a consistent volume growth in your organization. You see the power of that? You don't want people saying, well, I'll take 6 months. Well, I'll take 9 months. There's no big hurry. Your business will lag. It'll be like this. While the company's going through this, you're missing on a ton of money because your business is doing this. But if you do a 90-day mini blast, you're going to be right there with the company as it goes through its exponential growth. And people will do a 90-day mini blast because of what? Because there's something in it for them. What is that? It's the ability to use the threshold of profitability to create the volume that's necessary to pay them the money that they need in order to have the lifestyle they want. Okay? So you can see where the number 90 is imperative in creating that speed and urgency and laying that foundation of success. Okay? We already talked about the threshold of profitability, the magic number of 100 PV. There's a reason that it's 100 PV. All right? You want to be profitable from day one. Well, the only way you can maximize a company's comp plan is if you utilize, you want to make money. You don't want to make pennies on the dollar. You want to make money, big money, right? Well, the only way that you can get momentum going and get people excited is to create money, not pennies on the dollar. All right. If you're saying, well, it's not important if people who can't afford to do 100 PV per month, which is basically going to be $100 or $110, $115. Sometimes it might be $98, whatever. All companies have different point values attached to their products, their individual products. So it's hard to sit here and say monetarily what it's going to cost you. But let's just say it's going to cost you a minimum of $100 per month. Well, Rob, I know a lot of people can afford $100 a month. I understand that. And that's for them to decide. But you've got to have a standard. And if you lower that standard, you're going to have some people doing 35, 65, 55, 45. And when it's going to happen is that your business is going to do this. And you're going to leave money on the table. As the company's going through that exponential growth, yours is going like this. You're leaving all that money, the gap between the company's growth and your business growth. You're going to leave that big, huge gap of money on the table. You'll never see it again. All because you didn't want to be a hard butt and make people do 100 PV per month. So people that you sponsor that are 5 and above on the scale of ambition, they're go-getters. They're not going to look at this business like you are, where you're saying, well, I don't want to force people to do 100 PV per month. You know, if I make, $500 a month instead of $1,200 a month, that's okay with me. Well, some of your downline that are 5 and above in the scale of ambition, and they're go-getters, and they're all about lifestyle and money, they're going to say, you know what? I'm not sticking around in this business because I'm making pennies on the dollar. I'm working my tail end off, and I'm not making near the money that Rob said I was going to. I'm working my tail end off. I'm getting checks $500. That's my time is valuable. My reputation is valuable. I am not going to work my tail end off because I can see there's no end here. I'll have to work another year just to get it up close to what I want. And they're not going to do that. But if they see real growth and they see activity and they see explosive business growth in their organization, and they see pin rank advancement, they see excited people, they see people that are with smiles on their faces and they're out there busting their butt in their organization, they're going to say, man, I'm sticking around. This thing's rocking. This is doing exactly what Rob said. I use that threshold of profitability. I went after that 100 people doing 100 PV per month, and look at the income that I've created. Look at the lifestyle. I can see where I'm going to be able to live the lifestyle I want. It may take me another year, but I'm on the way. I'm excited. I'm going to stick with this. So you have a leader that's taking action, sticking around in my business because what? I told them and showed them the power of the threshold of profitability and why you want to use that threshold of profitability number, the 100 PV per month, to create the 10,000 group volume. That 10,000 group volume, guys, sets the foundation of success in 90 days. Okay. And that's what you want. If you lay down that foundation of success, guess what? You're going to have exponential growth taking place. So with that being said, guys, you now have in front of, or in this episode, you have numbers that you can really grasp, numbers that you can count on, numbers that have been a part of the industry since day one, numbers that you know are going to work in your favor if you use them correctly. And I'm telling you right now how to use those things correctly and the power of those numbers. Okay. And you have to understand that there's other parts of numbers, like the business building process is a 4-phase process. You have phase 1, which is your initial 90-day mini blast. You have phase 2, which is identifying and working with leaders. Okay. And that's a whole different subject. We've done a podcast on that. Go to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page and just search for leaders, and you'll see the episodes that come up and listen to those. You'll be amazed at what you'll learn about how to work with leaders, how to identify those leaders, why it's so important to your success that you do that. But here's what it is. You got 4 phases. Phase 1, your initial 90-day mini blast. That sets the foundation for success and rides the company's exponential growth. Okay. Number 2 is identifying and working with your leaders. Okay. That is absolutely essential to long-term stability, incredible growth for the future, and living that incredible lifestyle. Phase 3, if necessary, is your second 90-day mini blast, if you so choose. The second 90-day mini blast is a way for you to maximize the financial opportunity that new company provides you to where you have a realistic chance at creating wealth. Okay. Phase 4, once again, is identifying and working with leaders after phase 3, which is your second 90-day mini blast. Okay. Meaning that you're building a lot of stability in your business by phase 4, where you can count on that income month after month after month, where you're drinking out of the coconut on the beach. Okay. That is the process that takes place. Okay. And if you're willing to do that, you put yourself in a position to have an incredible life, an incredible income. You may even become a legendary legacy leader in this industry, meaning that people will clamor to you. You'll be kind of a cult hero, if you will, if that's important to you. You'll have fame that goes along with all the success that you have because you've accomplished something very few have. It is a simple 4-phase process. Okay. But it is also because you're dealing with human beings, it's a very complicated process. And you got to realize that phase 1 and phase 2 will teach you what you need to do in phase 3 and phase 4. And you say, well, Rob, why is that? It's the same steps. Well, it's true. But you learn about people, you're learning about yourself, you're learning about the company and the maturation process of that company. The comp plan might have been massaged a little bit. There's a lot of positives that come out of phase 3 and 4 if you stick around and want to take it to that level. Some people won't want to do that. That's okay. But the thing is, from day 1, in phase 1, you want to make sure you understand the numbers of network marketing and you work them correctly and know what they're doing. Okay. Your responsibility is to sponsor as many people as quickly as you can. Identify leaders out of those people and start working with those leaders immediately and work with them until they get their feet under them. All right. And then you sit and look and say, do I need to do phase 3, which is the second 90-day mini blast? Guys, that's all you have to do is understand the numbers. Okay. And phase 3 is part of the numbers of network marketing. If you're going to maximize the financial opportunity a new company presents, then phase 3 and phase 4 is an important part of that process if you're going to do that. All right. So you can see where numbers, and you got to realize this business works in thirds just like any other business. For instance, the company, just because it's utilizing the network marketing business model, it's still a company. It still has quarterly goals, and you want to be a part of that quarterly goal process. In other words, they're going to say, okay, you know what? In the first 3 months, we did $12 million. That's great. Okay, the next 3 months, we want to take that up to $22 million or $30 million, whatever. Okay, and which means that company's growth is going to be going like this. And that leadership of that company is going to do what they have to do. Whether they meet or exceed those goals is yet to be determined. But they have to have goals, and they have to have a process to get to those goals. Okay. And they'll make adjustments along the way. Well, that's what you're doing here. If the company is going like this, there's a lot of money available to whatever distributor jumps up and takes advantage of that growth. Okay. But you have to have a system. You can work as hard as you want, but if you're not utilizing the numbers in network marketing, you're not going to be able to tap into that company growth. You have to understand the numbers in network marketing and have them working with you. And you have to be a part of that growth. In other words, you're creating more and more volume each and every day. Okay. And the company's growing too, because that volume is being created by you and countless others in that new company. So if a company's volume goes from, let's say 10,000 on Monday, and it goes to 50,000 by Friday, that's because of the leaders in the company, the leaders in the distributor force that are out there busting their butt, sponsoring people and using a system like the 5 simple steps and the threshold of profitability to create that new volume with the new people joining their businesses. Okay. Meaning that people are creating a demand for product that company has to ship, right? And the reason people are buying that company product is to reach and exceed that monthly PV of 100. Okay. So if Rob sponsors 50 people in 1 week, those 50 people, I'm going to tell them to do what? 100 PV per person, right? Now, not all 50 people are going to do 100 PV. All right. That's just the nature of the beast. But 1/3 will. 1/3 will do it right off the bat. A second third may do it a little bit later. They may start out at 80. And then when their finances get straightened out, they go up to 100. Okay. What am I doing? I'm working the numbers. Sponsored 50 people. I know a third will go to 100 PV per month right away. I know that another third will do it later. I know another third will never go to 100 PV. They may only do 20 PV per month. They may like the deodorant and toothpaste, and that's all, and decided not to build a business. That's okay. That's the nature of the beast. That's just the way it is. Okay. But what am I doing? I'm after a big business. I'm after big money. I'm after a big lifestyle. So I'm working the numbers. And so I did 50 people in 1 week. The next week, I'm going to try and do 60 people. Well, as I do that, the company is trying to meet the demand I'm creating, the demand for product, meaning that the company's growth is going like that. And guess what? It's going like that because Rob's creating all this volume by his sponsoring process and his system. You see what I'm saying, guys? You got to realize that if I'm having a lot of people doing 100 PV per month instead of 50, that means more product is moving out of that company, which means the company's got to step up their production. Well, if the company has, this new company has 50 Robs out there in the distributor force, those 50 Robs are creating a lot of demand for the company product, forcing that company to go like that. So they have a realistic chance of achieving that $30 million goal by their 6th month. Okay. You are a part of that goal, that $30 million goal the company set. You are one of the main reasons that company has a realistic chance of achieving $30 million in sales by their 6th month. You see how the numbers are working all together. It's a dynamic, synergistic process between the company, the distributor force, and people. Okay. And a system. And the system has to be effective. It has to be simple. And it has to be something that people can do. Cannot be a lot of training. You cannot bog people down with a lot of training. You really can't bog people down with a lot of numbers. You just got to keep it simple. And the 5 simple steps does exactly that. And guys, we have that 5 simple steps business building process, our system. Guys, you can't beat it. We have the 5 simple steps business building system. And if you go to our website, themlmsolution.net, themlmsolution.net, you will see where we have the business building system available right now for only $297. It's on sale. It's 50% off, $297. You do not want to miss out on that. As you can see, there is a timer there. You do not want to miss out on that sale. Guys, we have everything you possibly need to be successful. This episode today is just a small snippet of the information, help, and guidance that we bring to the table for you so that you can be empowered to do great things in this business model. Guys, don't let that go by. Save money, take advantage. It is a limited time offer, 50% off. It's because we're doing this episode right here, right now. And if you will, you can click on the link down below this video, and you'll be able to get your 50% off at that page. All right. So with that being said, also don't forget today's episode, we are talking about where you can go to this page right here and you can get a free gift, which is what? MLM, it's a numbers game. This right down here, the bottom right, you won't get these four. These are examples. You're going to have MLM, it's a numbers game. The one in the bottom right is available right now until tomorrow. Okay, it's free, and you get a lot of bonuses with it as well. And what you're going to get, all you have to do is go to this URL right here, themlmsolution.net/show replay. Let me say it again for those on the podcast, themlmsolution.net/show replay. Show replay. All right. That will put you in a position to get this free gift. All right. With that being said, guys, remember tomorrow's episode, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be part 2 of this process. As you can see in the ticker, it's going to be podcast number 147, Network Marketing by the Numbers, part 2. We covered some important numbers today. The threshold of profitability, the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, the 90-day mini blast. We talked about, let's see what else did we talk. Scale of ambition. I think I said that. And we got some important numbers we're going to be talking about tomorrow. We'll get in greater depth tomorrow because tomorrow will be the actual business building process. Today, we're just kind of laying the foundation. We're talking about the numbers that are important as you start building your business. And knowing the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, the 90-day mini blast, the scale of ambition, the threshold of profitability, all of that is absolutely essential because you want your new people to be successful. Helping them get that first check is absolutely critical. And guess what the 5 simple steps do? Guess what the threshold of profitability does? You show them not only how to create 10,000 group volume by the end of their 90th day, which is critical because you got to have staying power. Your new people have to have staying power. And that, guess what? That 100 times 100 people, 100 people doing 100 PV per month will create 10,000 group volume by the 90th day. You got to show that to them because they can see what the result is going to be by the 90th day and the money they're going to be paid. And they were like, it's worth it. I'm willing to go after that. But guess what? The most critical step is that first check, whether it's $5, $10, whatever. You know why? Because it proves to them the system works. The 5 simple steps business building system works. It did it. It created volume that they got paid on. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, it worked. The check may only be $5, but by golly, it worked. And I'm excited about it. I'm going to take off and I'm going to go after that 10,000 group volume because what? It proved to me, that first check proved to me this system does in fact work like Rob said it will. I can now sponsor people knowing I have a clear path to success with this business model. Guys, that's powerful. And that first check, we have that episode as well. We talked about it. Go to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and type in first check, and you'll see that episode will come up, and you can listen to that. And we talk about the importance and how to create that first check because your people, new people, are unsure of you. They're unsure of the business model. They're unsure of the system, and they're going by faith, blind faith. And all of a sudden, when they get the first check, they're like, oh my gosh, it worked. It actually worked. And then off they go. That is part of, guess what? The 90-day mini blast. It is part of what? The threshold of profitability. It is part of what? The scale of ambition. Why? Because people 5 and above on that scale of ambition more than likely are going to do what? 100 PV per month because you showed them the results they'll get which is 100 people doing 100 PV, and it will create 10,000 group volume. And this is what they're going to get paid at the end of the 90th day if they do that. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, I get it. I'm going after it. Okay. The first check is just proof that what you told them is in fact true and works. All right, guys, with that, we're going to hop off of here. God bless. Thank you for joining us. Please give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear. Please share our podcast with our fellow network marketers across the globe. And if you will, go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and hit the little bell twice so that you can get notified when we go live and when we upload new content. That being said, guys, God bless. Take care. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope this episode helped you understand how the numbers in network marketing work, and that they're real and they are a process, and that they will work against you or with you. And if you don't believe the numbers will work against you, try doing a less than 100 PV per month. Try not working the numbers of 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. If you sponsor just 10 people, 1/3 of 10 people is 3 people, and 1/3 of 3 people is 0.1. Okay, and guess what? There's no such thing as 0.1 person, meaning you have no business, you have no volume, you're not going to get a check. Okay, so there's a real life example of how the 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 works with just 10 people sponsored. So there's real life example. All right, guys, I've taken up enough of your time. God bless. Take care. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We thank you for everything you do for us. See you later.
Thank you for listening to the MLM Solution Podcast. For more info, visit our website, themlmsolution.net. Please follow us on the following platforms: Facebook, YouTube, etc. And share this podcast with our fellow network marketers around the world by hitting the share button on our various platforms.